Hi everyone, this is iCraft and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this gorgeous Anastasia bracelet. This was designed by Sydney Looms and Tropical Lumi at the same time. This is Tropical Lumi's profile and then this is Sydney Looms. So make sure to check both of their accounts out and use the hashtags Tropical Lumi, Sydney Looms, and hashtag iCraft stuff when you post this so we can see your pictures. Also, this is not the Comfortable or the Comfortima, which is like the fishtailed Comfortable. It's different. Tropical Lumi actually posted a comparison, so I will show you that. Here is the picture, and this is on her spam account. This is the Anastasia, and then this is the fishtailed Comfortable. So you can see that the black bands are on the outside more in this bracelet. My camera is very close to dying. I'm going to just say, hope you enjoy this tutorial, and if I go too fast, then you can always pause. And now we can just get started with the materials that you'll be needing. Since this is a hook loom design, you only need a hook. You don't need a loom, and it doesn't matter what type of hook you use. I'll just be using a mallet-tipped hook. You will also need bands, and I was going to use white, but I didn't want to have to open another pack. So I decided to use glitter white. Hopefully you can still see it well enough in this video. For the inside colors, I will be using metallic gold and the Persian navy blue, I believe. This is the 600 pack. You'll also need a C-clip or S-clip, and this is all you'll be needing, so now we can start making the bracelet. So I'm going to start by taking my hook, and I'm just using glitter white, and I'm making a cat band. So just wrap it around once. And to start this, we're going to be doing an 8-band setup, and it'll be using a fishtail technique. So if you're not familiar with that, then I'll try to explain it as best as I can. Basically, you're going to start by pulling a band through, not count in the 8-band setup. I'm going to remove one end and place one side of the cat band on my hook, and then I'll take another band, and sorry if I'm going kind of fast, and pull it through the first two, and you can see it was pulled through 2 bands, and this band right here is closer to the other end of the band I just pulled through. So I'm going to grab that and place it on my hook as well as the other end. And my hands are really glittery, but this is what it should look like. So you can see on the side it looks like a fishtail. And now I'm going to do this again. So pull a band through the first 2. And one of them is looser, so I'm going to put that back on my hook. And then this is what it will look like. So the side is like a fishtail. And now you can see there are 4 bands, and I'm just ignoring this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This means we can now turn it around. So just pinch it, slide it off your hook, and reinsert it the other way. And remove this end and place the other side of the cat bands on your hook. And then pull a glitter white band through the first 2. And I'm replacing the other end as well as the side or the band that's closest to the other side. So it's more towards the left. It's right here. And once you get familiar with that, that will make more sense. I'm sorry if that's confusing, but once you get used to it, then you will know it very easily. And I'm just doing this one more time. So pull a band through the first 2. I'm sorry if it's kind of hard to see with the background. And place this one back on my hook. So now this is the setup. You can see there are 8 bands, and there are 4 in the middle. And you want to pay attention to these 4 because we will have to do things with them. So now I'm going to take my first middle color. I'm just going to use gold, and I'll be doing the sequin 6 times, so 3 for each color. Just taking it, and you're going to pull it through the outer 2 bands and the 4 middle bands. So 6 bands total. And before I place it back on my hook, I'm picking up the 6th and the 3rd bands. So the middle 4, you're going to pick up the outsides of that. That way you can see there are 2 in the middle. And then I'm going to put the glitter gold, or the metallic gold, sorry, back on my hook, as well as the other 2 bands, and then just switch the order. And now the gold band, sorry, I really cannot talk, ends up in the middle, and these 2 bands are also in the middle, and they're kind of like stretched out, and you can see it looks like an arrow. I'm going to take my glitter white, pull it through the first 3 bands, so that's 2 glitter whites and 1 gold. And I'm going to put the other end back on my hook, as well as the outermost glitter white. And now I'm going to turn this around and do it on the other side as well. You should now have 4 bands on each side, so 8 in total. I'm repeating that by taking glitter gold and pulling it through the first 3, and then placing the outermost band back on my hook. And I'm going to restart the process. So I'm going to try to go as slowly as possible. I'm taking my Persian navy blue, pulling it through the first 6 bands. Before I place it back on my hook, I'm going to pick up the 6th and the 3rd band, so you can still see that there are these 2 bands on the inside, and also the 2 outer bands. So next I'm going to go back to my glitter, or I'm just going to call it my outside color. Pull a outside band through the first 3. Before I place it back on my hook, also going to pick up the band that's closest to the right. And turn it around and take a band, pull it through the first 3. Pick up the band that you need to make a fishtail that's the closest to the left. Pull an inside band through the first 6. Pick up the 3rd and the 6th. And I really think of it as there are these 4 bands in the middle, these 2 are on the outside, so those are the ones I'm picking up. So back to my glitter white, or the outside color, pulling it through the first 3. Place it back on my hook as well as this band. And I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it's the fishtail technique. And probably know this, but we have to turn it around now. Pull a glitter, or an outside band, sorry, through the first 3 and do the fishtail. So I've done it 3 times, I'm going to do it 3 more times. Taking my Persian band, pulling it through the first 6, picking up the 3rd and the 6th band, and also the first 2, and back to this part where we have to pull a band through the first 3, do the fishtail technique, and when I say the fishtail technique, I just mean picking up the other band. So you can see we have a nice fishtail. And turn it around. It might help if you put it down and then you can just slide your hook through the bands. Pull a band through the first 3. And then fishtail. So place it back in your hook. And sometimes it gets kind of weird with the sides are uneven, but that should fix itself. And now I'm taking my gold and pulling it through the first 6. And then reclaiming the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 6th bands. And now you can see it looks more even. And then pull a glitter white through the first 3, pick up the band to the very left and also the other end, and then turn it around. Pull a band through the first 3. I know this is really repetitive, but I want to make sure people could know how to do this because it was so highly requested. And do the fishtail technique. So I'm going to do this one last time. Pull a band through the first 6. Pick up the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 6th band. And pull a glitter white through the first 3. Do the fishtail. Sorry if that's not very specific. Turn it around, pull a band through the first 3. Back on your hook with the band to the left. And when I turned it around, I forgot a band. But I can just pick that up right now. So you can see I fixed it. And now this is what my bracelet looks like so far. So this is what it should look like, and then I'm just going to stop it here. And to finish it off, all you need to do is take a band of whatever color you want and pull it through all 3 and then attach your C-clip. Because I'm going to continue this later on, I'm not going to actually do that, but you just pull a band through everything. It's pretty simple. And then that is your finished bracelet. So I'm going to just finish this off and then I will be back. My camera's about to die, so I'm going to make this outro super quick, but that is how you make this really pretty Anastasia bracelet. Again, this is designed by both Tropical Loom and Sydney Loom, so make sure to tag them both in the photo because they created this bracelet at the same time. And I really hope I went slow enough. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos because I actually have a DIY coming up in the near future. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial, and I'll just see you in my next video.